Hey, this is Adrian, and I want to talk to you about the road to success. So whatever it is we're looking to achieve in our life, and we've all got goals, we've all got dreams that we want to, of things that we want to achieve, things that we want to have in our life. It's really important to understand that we need to make sacrifices in order for us to take the first step on that path to success. Whether you're looking to lose weight, whether you're looking to write a book or start up a new business, maybe it's a side hustle that you want to start up with, there has to be a sacrifice there in order to take that first step. So if you're looking to lose weight, for example, it might be that you have to sacrifice some of your favorite foods that you love because you know they're high in fat, they're high in sugar, they're high in calories, and that's not going to support you on your journey to weight loss. And it might be that you have to lose a little bit of sleep every now and then, and maybe once or twice in the week, so you can get up a little bit earlier to get your steps in, to get your daily activity in. Maybe there's a class that you want to do and it's early in the morning, and you need to just get up a little bit earlier so you can do the class before you go to work or before you take the kids to school. And it might be that you want to learn how to, you want to write a book or you want to start up this business. It might be that when you get home in the evening, you need to sacrifice an hour of time where you'd normally spend maybe with your friends or maybe watching telly, where you can focus on yourself and on the goal it is you're looking to achieve. You can get the words down out of your head onto paper or onto your laptop, do some research about things that you need to help you with supporting your business, how to set up a website, how to design it, all of those things that you need to do when we're starting off a new business. But we need to understand that in order to take that first step, there has to be a sacrifice somewhere. We need to sacrifice something in order so that we can find the time to start developing whatever it is we want to go after. Now, I would love to tell you that the road to success looks like this. That there's a start line, there's a start date of when we actually take that first step, and it's smooth sailing all the way to the finish, to the end goal of what it is we want to achieve. We take that first step, we decide that we're going to cut out some of the food that we know is high in calories. We're going to start working out a little bit more often. We're going to spend an hour, 4 days a week or 5 days a week, writing 100 words or 500 words or 1,000 words down every single night. So we're going to start planning that book. We're going to spend an hour doing some research on that business. There's your start date there. And I would love to tell you that the road to success is a straight line of just constant success every single day, and it's done and it's easy. Job done, okay? And I'm sure most people would love to tell you exactly the same. But the reality is that's not going to happen. The reality is when we do our goals and we go after them, we're going to look a little bit more like this. We're going to have our start date when we take that first, our initial steps. But it's going to be filled with peaks and troughs. Initially, we're really motivated, right? We're highly motivated to get out there and take that first step of whatever it is we're looking to go after. Because we're really motivated, it's easy to build momentum. We take daily action towards the goal, towards those goals that we're looking to achieve. Because of that, we get success. Success builds motivation, builds momentum, and we keep feeding off of that. And we think this is going to be easy, start to finish. But then something happened. Life gets in the way. We face an obstacle and a challenge that maybe we didn't foresee. Because life gets in the way, it derails us slightly. And all of a sudden, that success we had just knocks us back a little bit. And what happens is it just knocks a bit of wind out of our sails. So we get a little bit more momentum behind us again. We start building, start getting that success. We see a little bit of weight loss. Suddenly we've got 2,000 words of our book down on, into the laptop. We've got our website. We've got our idea for our website. We've got a logo design. You've got your business name. You're starting to do research of materials or things that you need to help get your business in. You're starting to source products. You're getting some success, and then life gets in the way. Maybe suddenly you get caught at work one evening and you're talking to a client and the conversation goes on longer than you thought. Suddenly you miss your favorite workout. You've suddenly, that hour that you normally spend in the evening doing your research, writing down, suddenly it's taken up by spending time with the client. And we have to refocus. What we don't want to do is completely let it derail us. But life is going to happen, and that's okay. But it's how we respond to life that really comes to define us. The road to success is not going to be smooth sailing, but it's going to look a lot more like this, those peaks and troughs. But as you go through these peaks and troughs, we learn a lot about ourselves, how resilient we are. We learn new skills. We increase our knowledge. And with an increase of knowledge, do you know what? It's great because that helps build up our self-esteem, our self-confidence. And because we suddenly become more confident, we develop a bigger skill set, our knowledge improves. Suddenly, do you know what? The obstacles that maybe derailed us at the start, we overcome a lot easier because now we're used to it. We actually can sometimes even foresee those obstacles before they even happen and go, hang on a minute, we're going down that path again. We can deviate off and we can overcome that obstacle before it even becomes an obstacle, before it even becomes a challenge, because suddenly you're learning more about how to deal with what happens in life, how to overcome these things. But the reality is that is what it's going to look more like. Ups and downs, peaks and troughs, success and failures. Think about failing your way to success. Anyone that started a business say, yep, we learned a lot on that first few months, those first few years. It wasn't all smooth sailing. But you know what? They wouldn't change a thing because of what they learned in those failures. They learned how to not do something. But in that process of learning how to not do something, our knowledge improved, our self-confidence improved, our self-esteem improved, and we become a better version of ourselves than when we actually started that journey. And that's what this is all about. The road to success is a journey. There's lessons on the way, but what we don't want to do is let it derail us completely. Life is going to happen. That's okay. Okay. We get stuck in traffic. That's okay. We get caught up late at work. That's okay. But it's important to not let it completely derail us. What is important when that happens is just ask yourself this one question. What is the next step that I can take? Life gets in the way, but what is the next step that I can take that's going to get me back to where I want to go? You've got your goal, you've got your finish, what it is you're looking to achieve. We've got that weight loss goal. We need to get that book done. We know how many words we need to get done. We know what we need to do to get that business. We need to sign up, get that website done. We need to get the materials in we need for our business, whatever it is we're looking to do. But what is that next one step that you can take right now that's going to move you forward? What is going to be that one step, that next step you can take when life derails you? Okay, that's okay. Life happens. Do you know what? I can spend an hour and a half working on my book or my business tomorrow night. Do you know what? I didn't get to the gym tonight, but I can get up 30 minutes earlier tomorrow morning and I can just do a quick 30 minutes at home, or I can walk around the block or run around the block for 30 minutes in the morning. And do you know what? That'll make up for what I missed last night. And that way we don't let it beat ourselves up. Life is going to derail us, but get straight back on the wagon. And that is one of the most important questions you can ask. What is the next step I can take? And how soon can you take it? Ideally, probably the next day. Or if you get derailed in the morning, as soon as you get back from lunch, maybe you have lunch to decompress and go, right, what is the next step I can take this afternoon that's going to move me towards the goal, towards that finish line that I'm looking to achieve? So unfortunately, the road to success is not all smooth sailing, but be okay with that. Understand that we're going to develop and we're going to learn as a person as we take that journey. And expect life just to get in the way sometimes. It happens. Suddenly, for whatever reason, we have a storm. It's really windy out there today. The internet gets cut off. Life happens. I know technology is amazing, but sometimes little things like that do happen. But it's okay. Pen and paper. Write down your ideas. Don't let it derail you. And think about that question. What is the next step I can take? Well, I hope that gives you loads of really good information. And just think about that question. Okay, until next time, I'm Adrian. I shall see you soon.